Stop. Listen, my friend, I'm about to tell you something harsh, something most financial gurus won't say because they're scared of hurting your feelings. But I don't care about your feelings. I care about your bank account. You're financially struggling not because of bad luck, not because the system's rigged, not because you didn't get opportunities. You're struggling because you keep making the same 5 catastrophic money mistakes over and over again. And these mistakes are costing you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Before you click away because the truth stings, let me tell you this. I went from broke to building serious wealth by recognizing one brutal reality. Wealthy people protect their money aggressively. Broke people leak money constantly. It's that simple. It's that painful. And today I'm exposing the 5 biggest money leaks in your life right now. These aren't minor issues, my friend. These are wealth destroyers, financial killers. And if you don't fix them today, you'll be broke at 70 wondering where it all went wrong. But first, if you're serious about fixing your finances, if you're done making excuses, if you actually want to retire comfortably instead of working until your last breath, then smash that subscribe button right now. Join this community of people who understand that building wealth isn't complicated, it's just uncomfortable. So let's get into it. The first financial disaster I see everywhere, and this one makes my blood boil, is financing things that lose value the second you buy them. I'm talking about cars, boats, motorcycles, RVs, jet skis, all the toys people convince themselves they need. But here's the brutal truth. If you're taking out a loan to buy something that depreciates, you're financially illiterate. And I mean that. Let me break down the stupidity of this decision, my friend. You walk into a dealership, you buy a $40,000 car, you finance it at 6% interest over 6 years. By the time you drive off the lot, that car is worth $28,000. You just lost $12,000 in 10 minutes. But it gets worse. Over 6 years, you're paying $47,000 total when you include interest. So you're paying $47,000 for something that'll be worth maybe $15,000 when you finish paying it off. You literally paid 3 times what the car will be worth. That's not transportation, my friend. That's financial self-destruction. And people do this constantly. They finance cars, then trade them in after 3 years while they're still underwater, roll the negative equity into a new loan, and wonder why they're always broke. It's a hamster wheel of stupidity. But Kevin, I need a car to get to work. Of course you do. Buy an $8,000 used car with cash and drive it for 5 years. Save the $600 monthly payment you would have had. Invest that $600 every month. In 5 years, that's $36,000 plus investment returns, maybe $45,000 total. Now you've got cash to buy your next car outright and you never have a car payment again. That's how you build wealth, my friend. The reason poor people stay poor is they finance depreciating assets. The reason rich people get richer is we only finance appreciating assets. Real estate that generates income, businesses that generate profit, investments that generate returns. We don't finance toys. We buy toys with the profits from our investments. That's the difference. Which side do you want to be on? Because you can't be both. Every dollar you pay in interest on a car loan is a dollar you'll never get back. It's gone, evaporated, and that opportunity cost, that's what really kills your wealth. That money should be compounding in index funds, earning 10% annually for 30 years. Instead, it's padding some banks' profits while you drive around in a depreciating asset. Wake up. The second massive mistake, and people hate hearing this, is buying more house than you actually need. Now, I know what you're thinking, but real estate is always a good investment. Wrong. The house you live in is not an investment. It's an expense, a massive, relentless, wealth-draining expense. And the bigger the house, the bigger the drain. Let me explain something fundamental. My friend, real investments pay you. Your house costs you monthly mortgage, property taxes that never stop, insurance that keeps rising, maintenance that never ends, utilities, repairs, renovations, HOA fees. It's a black hole for money, but society has brainwashed you into thinking this black hole is your biggest asset. It's not. It's your biggest liability. Here's what really bothers me. People max out what they can borrow. The bank says you qualify for $600,000, so you buy a $600,000 house. That's insane. My friend, banks don't care about your financial health. They want you in maximum debt for maximum years because that's how they maximize their profits. They're not helping you. They're profiting from you. Do you know what a $600,000 mortgage actually costs over 30 years at 7% interest? Try $1,430,000 total. You're paying $830,000 in interest alone. That's almost $1 million in interest. For what? So you can have 4 bedrooms instead of 3. So you can have a bigger backyard. You never use, so you can impress people who don't care about you. That's not wealth building, my friend. That's wealth destruction. Here's what smart people do. Buy half the house you qualify for. If the bank approves $600,000, buy $300,000. Yes, it'll be smaller. Yes, it won't have the fancy finishes. Yes, your friends might judge you, but guess what? Your friends are broke too. Who cares what they think? Take that extra $1,500 monthly you're saving on mortgage payments and invest it in 30 years at 10% returns. That's over $3 million. You're choosing between a bigger house or $3 million in retirement. Choose Warren Buffett, worth $120 billion, lives in the same modest house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. Why? Because he understands opportunity cost. Every dollar in an oversized house is a dollar that can't compound in the market. That's the secret. Wealthy people know that broke people don't. We live below our means so our wealth can live above our dreams. Your house should shelter you, not bankrupt you. If your housing costs exceed 25% of your take-home pay, you bought too much house. Fix it, downsize, move, do whatever it takes because that house is strangling your financial future right now. The third wealth killer, and this one sneaks up on people, is the ridiculous amount of money you're wasting on restaurants, takeout, delivery apps, and coffee shops. You think it doesn't matter because each purchase feels small, but small leaks sink big ships. My friend, let me hit you with reality. Americans spend an average of $4,000 yearly eating out, but most people I know spend $8,000 to $12,000 when you count everything. Lunch at work, morning coffee, weekend dinners, late night delivery, Sunday brunch. Do you know what $10,000 invested annually for 30 years becomes at 10% returns? $1,800,000. You're literally eating your retirement, my friend. But here's what kills me. People tell me they can't afford to invest $500 monthly, and then I see their bank statement, $25 at Starbucks weekly, $60 in restaurant lunches weekly, on $100 on weekend takeout, $50 on delivery. That's $940 monthly. You have the money, you're just spending it on food you'll poop out and forget about, instead of investments that'll compound for decades. Now, I'm not saying never eat out. I'm saying stop being stupid about it. Cook dinner at home, Sunday through Thursday. Pack your lunch 4 days a week. Make your coffee at home. These aren't sacrifices. My friend, these are intelligent financial decisions. When you do eat out, make it special. Friday date night at a nice restaurant. Great, but $18 on Chipotle because you're too lazy to cook. That's just burning money. Rich people understand something poor people don't. Small daily expenses become massive yearly expenses, and massive yearly expenses become lost millions over decades. That $6 latte seems harmless, but it's $2,190 yearly, over 30 years invested at 10%. That's $400,000. You're trading $400,000 in retirement wealth for hot bean water. Think about that. Next time you're in the drive-thru, the food industry has convinced you that convenience is worth the premium. It's not. Meal prep for 2 hours on Sunday, you'll have lunch and dinner for 5 days. It's healthier, cheaper, and you're not hemorrhaging money to DoorDash and Uber Eats. Stop being lazy. Start being wealthy. Those are your 2 options. The fourth financial disaster destroying your wealth is constantly buying clothes, shoes, accessories, and tech you absolutely don't need. Your closet is probably stuffed with things you bought, wore twice, and forgot about. That's not a wardrobe, my friend. That's a graveyard of bad financial decisions. Here's a harsh reality. Nobody cares what you're wearing. Nobody's tracking whether you wore the same jeans twice this week. The only people judging your clothes are broke people who are also trying to look rich, and their opinions are worthless. You know what actually impresses successful people? A growing investment portfolio. Financial independence. Not the logo on your shirt, but this goes deeper than clothes. This is about consumerism and addiction. Society has trained you to believe happiness comes from buying things. New phone every year, even though your current one works fine. New wardrobe every season, even though your clothes are still good. New shoes, even though you have 30 pairs at home. It's a trap, my friend. A trap designed to keep you spending and keep you broke. Fashion and tech industries make you feel inadequate. My friend, last year's phone, obsolete. Last season, embarrassing. You fall for it. $200 sneakers worn 5 times. $1,200 phone when $400 works. Fixed status, wealthy people buy quality, once used till it breaks, leather shoes, 10 years, quality jacket 15 years, solid phone 4 years. We're building wealth, my friend. Every dollar on unnecessary stuff isn't compounding. 3 items this month. Spending problem, phone yearly problem. Tax still on, big problem. Stop buying, start investing. 5th killer, subscriptions barely used, gym twice yearly, forgotten streaming, auto-renew apps, death by 1,000 cuts, my friend. Check your bank now. $200 to $400 monthly subscriptions. That's $2,400 to $4,800 yearly. 30 years at 10%. $450,000 to $900,000. You're giving away $1 million. Cancel today. Keep Netflix if watching regularly. Keep Spotify if daily. Everything else, canceled. Gym, canceled. LinkedIn, canceled. Cancel it all. Be ruthless. $9.99 here. $14.99 there. Destroying your future, my friend. Stop financing garbage. Stop big houses. Stop food waste. Stop unused subscriptions and cost millions. 1K earners build millions. A 250K earners stay broke. Your choice, comfort or wealth. Uncomfortable? Yes, but 70 and broke, real discomfort. Take action now. Like, comment, subscribe. Money cares about decisions. Make better ones. Stop leaking. Start building. Your future's waiting, my friend. Let's go.